Welcome to Sports Movements Cricket Tutorial. This is week two. Once again, I'm Raghav, and today's topic is something that's fascinated me ever since I started watching this wonderful game of cricket, and that is about the umpires. Today's drill will focus on how to play the front foot drive. So let's begin. Let's start with something extremely basic. How many umpires are there in a cricket game? This photo shows two, this shows two, and yes, we always have two umpires in a cricket game standing on the field. They are also called the on-field umpires because we have some umpires outside the ground who assist the on-field umpires in making the correct decisions. Now we have one umpire standing at the bowling end, also called as the bowling end umpire, and the other standing at the batting end. It's called as the leg umpire sometimes. So there are different terms that are used these days. Now, why do we need two umpires? Can we manage with one? And if not, what is the difference between these two umpires? We need two umpires in a cricket game. The cricket field is huge. There are many players at the same time. And having just one umpire is not going to be really an easy task. You always need two because one umpire is not going to be able to see everything that is happening in this big field with so many players playing and so many things happening. You need two pairs of eyes that watch everything that's happening in the game. So umpires work together. Each one gets the help of the other umpire, and each umpire assists the other in certain areas of the game. Now, as mentioned before, there are off-field umpires as well. In other words, they're called as the third umpire. We also have a match referee these days, and we also have lots of technology to assist the umpires, which we will see later. But in essence, the two umpires work as a team. They help each other out. They assist each other. They try to make sure that they work really together so that they make the correct decisions. Now, as mentioned before, there is someone called as the third umpire who watches the entire cricket game on a TV screen. And whenever he or she is called upon to make a decision, they come into play. Now, third umpire was not something that was always there in cricket. It was introduced a long time back in 1992 originally. And since then, third umpire has become an absolute necessity in today's game. Now, third umpire makes the correct calls, especially with regards to runouts and stumpings. So whenever an on-field umpire is unsure about a particular call, he refers a decision to the third umpire. And how does he do that? He basically shows a signal, which is kind of showing how a TV looks. So once an on-field umpire shows this decision, then shows this signal, the decision goes to the third umpire. The third umpire looks into the TV screen and then makes his decision. Now, these days in cricket, the sport has grown so much. The sport has grown so fast as well that it's required the use of technology to assist the on-field umpires as well as the third umpire. So we have state-of-the-art technology these days to help umpires make the correct call on the field. The ultimate use, the ultimate need of technology is to make sure that the wrong decisions are reduced. We've seen technology being used for leg before wicket decisions, such as this. This is kind of a state-of-the-art technology that's used to track the ball, to see if the ball hit the pads and to make the correct decision. This is also called as a ball tracking system. Or we also have technology to see if the ball actually hit the bat, such as in this case. So whenever the ball hits the bat, there is a big mark on the technology, which in this case is called the sneakometer, and that helps the third umpire make the correct call. So the use of technology is mainly to reduce the number of bad decisions or the number of wrong decisions made on the field. Let's go to the role of an umpire. We've seen the role of an umpire so far. They make decisions, they talk to players, they talk to one another, they make sure they organize the game in the best way. An umpire has to watch every ball that's being bowled, every shot that's hit, and every run that is scored in the game. The umpires have to observe a lot. They need to keep watching. They cannot miss a single ball that's bowled in a game, because if they miss something, something might happen during that ball and they wouldn't know what to do. Also, a very important a role of an umpire is to make sure that the players don't cheat in the game and everyone plays fair. Now, we saw sometime before in another tutorial that a player's responsibility is to play fair and not cheat, but an umpire is there just to make sure that the players actually follow this and to make sure they don't cheat and everyone plays fair. So fair and unfair play, they are the sole judges of it. The most important thing, of course, an umpire does is to make signals to show what happens in a game. If a 4 is scored by a batsman, how does the umpire show a signal so that the scorers who are sitting outside the field capture that moment? So they have a variety of signals to make sure they show whatever is happening on the field to the scorer sitting outside. So these are some of the signals that you can see that an umpire makes. There are many, many more signals outside of this photo, but this is just the basic, most common signals that an umpire makes. So we've seen so many things about umpiring today. We've seen their roles. We've seen how they make sure fair play is happening on a cricket field. We've seen the role of the third umpire. We've seen the role of technology, etc. I'm pretty sure this would have given you a basic understanding of what umpires are, how they perform their job. Now remember, umpires are so important in a cricket game. No game will happen without umpires. So they are very integral to any cricket that's happening anywhere in this world. Now that wraps up one part of week 2's tutorial. The video link for on YouTube for week 2, I'm sorry, there's a typo there, but this is week 2, is about the front foot drive. Now click on this link. It will take you to our YouTube page where I will be demonstrating how to play the perfect front foot drive on the offside in this case. So try to practice that frequently. This is the bread and butter shot for any batsman. You have to know how to play the front foot drive in order to become a better batsman. Now, as always, shoot a video of you doing the drill and send it back to us at this email address. And every week we will post a video on our Facebook and Instagram pages. Now that takes us to our social media pages. As always, we appreciate your support. So please log into Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube and subscribe, like, and follow us on these social media pages. We would really like more support from you to make our programs better. And we also appreciate your feedback. So anything that you want us to do about this wonderful game of cricket, just post a comment and we will oblige. Thank you so much for watching once again. We look forward to seeing you in week 3.